There we go. So it's clipping at the top. Okay. Just had to click a couple things. There we go. Hi. Howdy, y'all. Hey, Cookie, English, Dash, you and the Brawl. How you doing? Alright. Oh, if I just pretend that I'm upbeat, it'll be okay. Hi. Hey, Star. Alright. What's going on? Let's see. It's a bunch of stuff. Let's see. It's just a little warm up. It has nothing to do with anything. Except that my other cup was in the dishwasher. Is that what it is? So now I gotta use this one, which is my other one that I had. Instead of the Pokeball one, it just has Pikachu's on it now. It's got a little soda water, seltzer water in it. Make sure that's all taken care of at the top too. How you guys doing? It's been a while, sorta. It's been a week. How many Pokemon themed glasses do I have? I think just the two. The two that I got. I've been showing off. Well, I showed this one off maybe a couple months ago. Yeah. Oh yeah, I like Pikachu. I've been more into Mimikyu now. I like Mimikyu's design better. Says I got that coaster that I showed off too. Yeah. And also because the Pokemon Twitch marathon is going on, so I've been watching that. Trying a bit of free animation software I can find. Haven't found anything that makes sense. Yeah. Free animation software seems very hard to understand. We might go over a couple of those maybe after we finish the mod rock one. Yeah. I gotta sleep, so way too tired to sleep and moderate. Okay. I'll keep an eye on the chat for you. Yeah. I think we're good. Let's get into it because I want to quickly go through this file. Last video. So I don't take too much time with this one, so we can work on the other one, you know, the one we were working on last week, and past a whole month now. But this one was really fun. I'll just go through this really quick. There's any? I know a couple of you guys had some questions about this, like who took these photos. I never really thought that as a real issue. This had a lot of, even here, I got a little storyboard here instead of having an actual video. Put these notes here to say like I got to put this into a new timeline because I had to have some more technical stuff with it. But with these pictures are the flash pictures that I have here where everything's on different layers. Like I move her. But if I try moving anything on here, it's all one thing. So I went into Photoshop and added some filters so you can see everything's kind of bubbly and kind of scratchy looking. I played a lot of different types of textures. And this one kind of felt really nice and soft and had a unique kind of texture to it. because I was having a lot of trouble. That's why it took it so long. It took so long to make because I couldn't figure out how to exactly show off something like this, how to visually show this off. So I was having trouble. Like I even had like at one point like thinking like it should be Derpy should open a VCR and have a whole TV and watch a VHS of these videos and have those animate. I was thinking like how to. I was looking into VHS quality stuff. I just thought this would be simpler, more to the point, I guess, more. So I went with this kind of route, but then these photos sort of don't make sense because you have to have someone, I guess, apparently, take these photos. So, oh well. Sorry, it wasn't that clear. I could have done like a mirror or something to have, because I always thought it was going to be like a tripod, you know, like a three-legged tripod, and then you put the camera on top and then take a picture. So no one's taking a picture, it's just, you know, the camera on a tripod doing it. So that's what I thought of it. Main inspiration was one of your comments, actually, and I don't think any of your particular ones, but it was a comment, I think, on the Father's Day video, saying, you know, like how was Derpy's family connected, or like living in separate houses, and like how is that working? So I wanted to clear up maybe a couple things and say like, oh, because the father was making he built it himself kind of thing, so that's why he's got the blueprints and stuff, and try to make sure like they're all still together kind of thing. So yeah, it was really fun to, once I figured out how I wanted to do it, it was really easy to just go through it and make it, because it was really fun. I had to make a new scene, and his top layer is a virtual camera. So at the top here it has all these tweens and stuff. So the only thing actually moving, I'm having trouble selecting things better. Timeline broke. That's a problem with Flash sometimes. It's really easy to move that. That's saving. How you guys doing? Yeah. The only thing moving in this scene is actually the camera. That's a virtual camera that's zooming in and moving things around. So if there was anything that I wanted to change or shift around, it would be way easier to just move the camera around than to, you know, if I wanted this one, you know, over here, then I'm able to move it, and then the camera will, you know, I have to adjust the camera a bit too, but I think you get the point that it's fun. I would like animate the different moving cameras, and then afterward add a kind of like little soft transition in between it to make sure it's always kind of, it's like it'll move, and then it has this little, while you watch it, it'll just slowly move the camera and then switch. So that's kind of what all these tweens are doing. Timeout. And then it went back to the Premiere file. Got kind of confusing because it started and ended on, you know, this timeline. Because in this timeline it has the beginning and then the ending, but then in this scene 3, I don't know why I never called them, has the middle part. So I had to like cut it and use different parts of the scenes and rearrange it. I'm going to usually put an asset scene, so I'm able to just copy and paste them from the layout stage. And here's the thumbnail that I set up to. I wanted this to have a little cute Polaroid kind of picture, kind of vignette to like get you looking inside it, and everything's kind of glowing and everything. So, any questions about this at all that I can technically show than just story stuff or stuff? Thanks guys, you like it? Animate chibi stuff, yeah, those are fun. Try to like convert and translate characters into different styles is really fun. Did you update Cutie Mark, Dad's Cutie Mark? I don't think I've updated it. Maybe I'll just clean it up. That still looks kind of muddy. I don't think so. think I did have to maybe. Does the mom have a new one? No. I just gave her. I have more fun with making these little ribbons in their hair and everything. We like designing those kind of stuff. And then with the father, is just changing his sweater a different color. But you can see it easily here. This is young and then old. So, yeah. It was a little bit different. I don't know. It's like I added these 2 colors here instead of 1 as it got older. It didn't have glasses. And this little cape dress thing became a little, I don't know what you call it. This little blanket shawl thing, kind of weird thing. Yeah. Great designs, yeah. I had a lot of fun making these designs and drawing them. Alright. How long does this take to make? Maybe, well, it depends. It was still having to animate each of these shots too. If I can go back. Like each of these shots still needed choreography to say like, oh, I need this, this, and this shot. So then I need to pose each of those and then make sure that, you know, when they animate, they don't actually animate on accident or in the wrong pose on the timeline. But after it sort of was easy. It's actually kind of tricky because it was like you had to make sure like each of these poses are much more powerful, much more storytelling poses than just having them, you know, doing the motion fluidly. It's like trying to tell a story with just 1 or 2 pictures was also a bit challenging. And I drew the storyboards, you know, before I knew what kind of format I wanted, of how I wanted to actually tell it. So, yeah. Plus, you're just kind of just trying to imagine what the whole scene will flow like, and then picking 1 or 2, you know, actual key poses of the actions, but also just making sure that all those kind of are very clear. Yeah. Wish maybe. Yeah, I honestly don't remember what it was. Yeah, if it looks the same in your chat, then right there, and then it probably won't change in the virtual chat in my view. But yeah, it was really fun to make. Did I answer how long it took? Well, I usually kind of do it back to back on videos. So I finished one, I think I finished the Witch one like a month ago. And then released this one like last Saturday. So, and I try to work on it, you know, every day. So, yeah, that's how long this one took. It was just trying to figure out that kind of format, like how I wanted to show it was really bogging me down, and I almost thought of, you know, sometimes like I'm not gonna, you know, finish it. Had problems with that. That was just getting really bad. I did have to kind of do the picture at the beginning that kind of inspired me, then just trying to figure out like, oh, once I started to animate like these first couple shots, then it started to click, like, oh yeah. Because I was thinking like I could have, like one of my first ideas was to have it actual paintings. So I would go into Photoshop or whatever, because it was just easier to paint in Photoshop, to go in and like trace around it and like draw it in Photoshop itself, kind of a thing. And then I thought, that's gonna take a while to do all these shots and pictures. So they'd have to, you know, literally go back to the drawing board and you know, restructure it and figure it out. And I think I added a couple shots in between. Like I think this one was, you know, because it led into the next shot of like this bit of like the zoom in to the board. Because at the beginning, this shot was completely new, like 3 weeks in. So it was, I didn't have this collage board for the longest time, and once I figured this out, everything clicked, and then I just was able to work on it for like the last week, and then just knock it out and got it done. And I think I finished a bit on time. I think I had all the animation done on Friday, so I was like, ooh, or Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday, and then on Friday I just had to do the sound effects and stuff, and then release it Saturday. So yeah, so that was pretty nice because like you think about it so hard. It's like I don't want to stay up too long or finish it, late at night, early morning. So, and I think the collage board was just a personal thing. In our house, we have a bunch of boards like these with a bunch of pictures of family stuff in our hallway. So I thought about that, and everything just kind of clicked from there. So glad about that happened. Otherwise, it might have been just a bunch of haul of individual pictures, and I think that would have been a bit much for that VHS, and having to be a videotape, and that would have been a bit too jarring if it was actually like actual VHS, templates from After Effects and stuff. So, yeah. How are you guys doing? Is it essential that the parents' coats are slightly different? I think so. Yeah, I think that's very, very slightly, maybe. I think I changed their hair colors a bit more. Eyes are the same. Look at my other monitor. See if I'm in view. Yeah, I think just mostly the clothing was the biggest thing. I don't think the coats are exactly different. Maybe just barely, or the hair. I think this hair is lighter than this one. I think this one's the same as this, so it doesn't have the darker there. I could have commissioned someone to draw them. Oh, for the paintings, I suppose, but yeah, that's just like a personal thing. Is I want to. If this is my video and all of my channel and stuff, like I wanted to do it myself. So, yeah. Oh, legit. Okay, so yeah, if I'm too late. I gotta get food. Okay, everyone's having fun. Oh wait. Okay. Didn't want to spend too much time, so we're gonna transition over to here, and I just had some water, so I'm gonna get some more. All right, who's still here? Let's see. So I'm looking through the storyboard, and I like doing this at the same time, so I can see like the colors and the timing and everything at the same time. Okay, Cook is still here. How you doing? Yep, that's still. How's that? So we're able to see that. Let's go on for a little bit longer. Not exactly needed now, but whatever. Burp. Okay. So I think I'll just start knocking this together and start animating this, so gotta have something to talk about, or I'll just be narrating what I'm doing. How you guys doing? Alright. Because I had a pretty good week. Let's see. Well, I had my birthday. That was fun. Pretty good party. Let's say so myself. Have I seen the new episodes? I have not. I think I'm on episode 14 or 15. So I think I got a couple weeks to catch up. Because I'm just not as too interested in this season. I don't know what's about it. That's just like, yeah, it's okay. I think it's just because the season is, timing is so messed up that it's like, whatever if I miss, one or two in between, I don't know what I'm doing. Just working all hard all day. And I like working on my own stuff too, so it's like I don't want to be too dependent on what the actual show is doing to, just create my own fan fiction stuff. That happened last time too. Huh. That broken. Oh yeah, he was gonna have moss on him, right? So let's do that. Yeah. You just run out of steam and they're already planning for last season. Get anything for your birthday? Yeah, a couple stuff. I just kind of put stuff on my wish list, and then family got it for me. So grateful about that. I got a couple neat stuff. What did I get? I got like 3 presents. I got some heavy duty clippers for my green screen. Because I was using just regular laundry clips, so they weren't quite as strong, and it was hard to, you know, really move it too easily. Like I have to reposition my green screen for my Let's Play channel, so it just made it hard to like always like be too cautious of like I might actually start like the whole green screen could just fall over at any time, so it's like, oh no. So I got bigger clips. I just finished the last video I did, so now I'm just making some moss on Tom. Yep. Just gonna trace that and then start drawing these little, I don't know what kind of design this is called, where it's just a bunch of loops like this. So, anything else? Okay. Yeah, because I record in the same room. I'm working in my basement, so I got everything kind of put together here in this room. So I got a TV, bunch of game systems just in a closet. No, in a bookshelf. And TV, game systems, and other stuff in my computer here. So I'm able to just hard talking and doing this at the same time. So I can kind of just move the whole green screen, which is on one of those poles. Yeah. So it's like this, and the green screen goes down like this, and it's supposed to be green. And then I have to move it forward from my computer, which is here. There's a wall, and then here's the TV, and there's a couch right next to the computer here. So I have to move this here, so the green screen is now here to block this, and then we play video games here. So so that's kind of the situation I got. So if this is just laundry clips, just holding this up, it has a tendency to just, you know, fall over and just be on the ground. So now I got stronger clips, so that's the only real reason I got those. Yeah. This is actually a pretty good color. Maybe I'll just saturate it down a little bit. What color is moss? I don't know. I'll just two-tone it. There you go. You bring these down a little. There you go. Yeah. Oops. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Room tour when? Maybe. Maybe when we, that looks pretty good. Maybe when we, clean up a little bit more. I mean, and there's just a bunch of stuff. It's not like bad messy, but it's just a lot of stuff everywhere. Maybe some other time. Yeah, if I think I'm gonna do it now, it'll mess up the camera and be in the wrong position forever. Yeah. Mouse for green. It's kind of this green. I can green it more, green it up more. There you go. That's pretty good, right? Yeah. A little bigger there. Okay. Let's get animators. I haven't done any animation. Looks good. Okay, cool. We're gonna have her. Let's have her animate. I'm gonna have her maybe looking the other way. Look at this. Okay. I already made duplications of all this. Here. I was getting derperize. So used to that. Oh yeah, I remember WikiHow. I looked at that up like a couple times. A lot of funny videos on that. People making fun of it. Yeah. And sometimes it does have good advice, but the artwork is just not, you know, what you're looking for. Paying too much attention to this. I'm sorry. So there's the legs. Just trying to get this somewhat going. There you go. Okay. So I already made these. Probably show that off a little bit. So I made these walking animation legs. So there's just a loop of having it walk like that. With both of these. So I made these as a base when I was making the puppet, the base puppet. So it'll, you know, have everything I need for situations like this where I need someone to just walk and then I already have it. Everything kind of set up so it's already here. So we're gonna have her look there and then figure out how long or where she needs to be. So this might be a bit longer scene. So it might end with just her looking, so she'll turn her head and then look at a rock. Right about there. Add some grace frames. That's what we call them. At least I do. That's just a little trick of having more frames than you'd think you would need. Like an action will end and then you need like less than half a second after the main action where everything settles down to leave some room before the next shot. Yep. So we're gonna get pretty close. That's pretty good. So there's just a bunch of tug of war figuring out how fast she could walk and figuring stuff out like this. Not trying to make it too lame that it's, you know, want to make it somewhat good for you guys. Ugh. Yeah. want to move slowly. We can do that. I'll probably just make this bit longer too. And then this is just when she stops walking. That works pretty good, maybe. Then we can adjust when she blinks too. Okay. Yep. He's still not talking, so I just have to figure out how to narrate. Okay. I just know what I'm doing, so I'm not quite... I don't know how to really explain what I'm doing, you know? Like, you know, I'm just gonna make a couple frames, keyframes here, and then keyframes here. And then this needs to be closed here. So it is now here. So I'm rotating her head around. Add a couple frames here. Flip it around. Have a look down. 2 frames there. And have her look up. Move her whole body. Now it's shifted that away. And then a little bit more. And then we got that kind of motion. Yeah. Alright. I think I missed a couple of you guys, but you're still... Okay. So I'm trying to have this stream reference images Krita. Ooh. It's up at the same time. Wow. Okay. Hello, Fluttershy Turtle 515. How you guys doing? Working on this little animation here with Mod. I don't know if you were here or not, but about a month ago we started working on this. So now we starting to animate it. So same here that she needs to finish it and then have those grace frames there. So now we gotta match up what I did here. So for change mouse. So I can kind of look for reference points in the background to see where everything kind of lines up, you know? So that's me here. Make it a bit bigger. Okay. Let's got that. And then good. Yeah. Oh, Fluttershy? Cool. Yeah. Is it animation or is it just vectors or like Photoshop or just raster? What's Krita used most for? I don't have it. General drawing. Right. Pretty sure it has animation. Interesting. Yeah, I'd like to see like a couple demos of that to see. It's definitely probably not going to be as robust as this as maybe it's not. Don't think it is. Oh, it's not vector. Okay. Interesting. Trying to figure out what I need to do here. So I was looking at storyboards and now I had to figure out kind of like how to match what I had before the last shot. Gotta get the same pose. I mean, I was willing to try with more software with the. I barely use Photoshop, so I'd be willing to at least look at some stuff for that. For Krita, whatever. Described it as digital painting and animation software, so it won't be like Flash. Interesting. So it's more general drawing. But it's raster and you draw stuff and maybe there's animation. This is a bit complex there. What should she be doing in here? Because I just ever just kind of like look at it. But then we also kind of have this already. I mean, that kind of works too. That's just not much motion anyway, you know? That she's just looking at it. Looks like this fell off. You just do this and that. I have too many dots now. Ah, because it's like that. Okay. Boop. Boop boop. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind too much with the amount of people. I mean, I started with like, you know, one maybe watching the first time, so this is always a step up. Yeah, I just get a little sad when I ask a question and no one answers. So you guys were responsive the last time. So let's see. Which isn't. Always want to get into their mind of like, you know, the personality. Figure out what to do. For when there's less people or more people watching. I don't want to sound like greedy. It's like, ooh, I want like a whole handful of people always talking, but just enough so I think we can have, you know, maybe like one or two conversations go at the same time. It's like half of you could watch me and answer questions and stuff with that, or then other people can have their own conversation. But yeah, I don't really mind either way too much. I guess when it's like, you know, when it's like some popular guy on Twitch levels of chat, that kind of gets overwhelming, that I definitely won't be able to follow along. And then it's just not as fun as more. So I usually like that kind of feedback from people to where I can, you know, again, ask a question and then have people answer it and create a conversation instead of like a wall of text constantly scrolling where I can't read anyone. And people are just interested in what I'm doing too. It's also fun. So move her up a little bit. Is the boulder too big? Otherwise, you know, I could just make this as a recording then, and then, you know, make this more of a tutorial kind of thing where I kind of just go through it and narrate it at that point if there's too many people. So you can answer questions from this time, because by the time you come up with a answer, the topic shifts to something else. They don't type fast enough. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. Following along what to do here. okay, so mod needs to go there, and then they talk, and then get up, and then happy, and then they blush, and then that's it. Let me read might explain why it feels that we don't get any answers sometimes. Like, oh yeah, like you guys have your own agenda or whatever you want to talk about, and then I ask a question and already someone's too quick, or they don't feel like they're gonna. If they're not the first one to say it, then their opinion doesn't matter maybe as much. They're trying to watch streams on my phone because they couldn't get any messages in chat fast enough. Huh. Yeah, you guys are worried about being quick as draw, trick as typer. Yeah, I don't really think that's an issue to me, because like it's slow enough now that I'm able to read all of yours, and all of your opinions matter, so I'm not quite, you know, upset or not that you know, one of you was quicker, so your quicker one has a better opinion, you know. But yeah, what do you use for the Flash animation? I use Flash. It's an Adobe software. Had a whole history, being named a whole bunch of different stuff. Like splash something, and then Adobe took that, bought that and renamed it to be Flash. And now in 2017, yeah, it's called Adobe Animate now. But the first name had a cool name. First version of Flash was called something cooler. You had like Splash Flash or something. But yeah, and for my animations, I try to draw, animate, and some post-production-ish stuff, but not as much anymore. All within Flash. So, like, I drew all these, basically everything here inside this program. Yeah. Oh, Shockwave Flash. Possible. That sounds close. Maybe. But yeah. Nowadays well, back then I tried to put all the sound effects and stuff inside of Flash, and some of the music too, and then just play that and export that. But now I just do all the video, animation, art, and everything, and export that as a video, so it has no audio. And then I bring it into Premiere, which is another Adobe product, software, and then add all the sound effects, editing the videos together. If, you know, for my other one I had it in different scenes, it needs to be edited together, music and audio fading and all that special stuff with that. And then don't really use as much of the Premiere specific special effects. I mostly just, you know, just do the typical basic editing stuff. So yeah, that's kind of like my workflow with that. Okay, I think we're good here. Usually don't feel safe unless I have my storyboard right in front of me. Okay. I guess anyone can like Wikipedia Flash and then see what the formerly known as is. Has a very cool history to it that's not quite talked about as much anymore, because now the future of Flash and Animate and everything else is kind of dying. That's a bit much. Maybe I'll just gotta clear this. Instead of fixing what I had, I'll just kind of remake it. It's a bit too much for mod. That might be something for another character. Yeah, that's a little better. I don't know what I was saying. The future of Flash, I think I talked about that too. That it Do you think Flash cartoons would die out? I think it depends, you know, unless, you know, we have Toon Boom, which is going to be like kind of spearheading the future of, you know, 2D animation for a professional level, like TV level. So I think Flash is more going to be for the independent, you know, people like me, where I'm just a one-man band creating a whole cartoon by myself kind of deal. So I don't think it'll really die. It'll just, you know, still be used by people, and then, you know, maybe just less in a, you know, professional setting of real real use, like real TV and stuff. So yeah, there'll always be students using it. It's super easy to learn. I think that's why it was also popular. Not that it was, you know, the only way to really animate back in the late 90s. It was just really easy to just, you know, pick up the software and start animating, really. So and like all the other ones, like some of you guys were also saying, like Krita and Toon Boom and other stuff are probably a little bit harder to like just get in and start working on projects and knowing what you're doing. So I think that's how Flash has a bit of an advantage, that it's just easier to learn and to get into it easier. Yeah. Television animation? Yeah. I think there'll still be a market for TV Flash animation. Yeah. I don't know about Western animation, the only cartoon I watch is LP, and I don't know about TV. Yeah. Weeboo. Nice. Me too. I think you can find the odd ones, you know, on Canada TV. Canadian TV has a lot more, probably more Flash cartoons. Sorry to think of like specific examples, you know, today. Like, you know, we know like all those Johnny Tests in the later seasons and something else. Fairly Odd Parents, yeah, I was just about to say. Thank you. Like in the very last couple seasons, it was using Flash, which, if you haven't seen, I started to watch it again, like in whatever season 9 or 10, watching it with the Flash animation. You can definitely tell that it's not that it looks cheap and everything. It just looks like they're just using Flash puppets and then just rotating them around. Like when the fairy the Fairly Odd Parents are just flying up and down. It's like they have the smoothest, you know, tweened animation, and then they animate inside of it. So it was super weird to watch, because, you know, you grew up in the I started watching it, you know, when it was first airing the original seasons. So watching that again, like without watching the other ones again, it was just so weird. It was just super off, and wow. And the stories, you know, were very, very basic too. Like the whole 10-minute episode might just be in the school, and then they just chase each other in the halls and stuff. So definitely had less, you know, imagination to all backgrounds and stuff. So, but a lot of other there's also very good shows that are made in Flash too, which you probably not know it's Flash. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends was Flash. Probably a couple other ones, a lot of other ones. Like they always bring up that some guy on a bike, and they really went out that it was that they had like Flash stuff and they had like 3D looking heads that would rotate around. So I forgot what that was called. Wasn't quite interested in the show, I don't think. But I was made in Flash. Yeah. Oh, you never knew Foster was just Flash? Yeah. I believe so, yeah. It's also Lauren Foss who made Foster's End MLB, so. Guess, it's either a Canadian thing or, Foss had a little thing in there. To say that, kind of want it like that. But you can just see like how quickly I'm able to, you know, start animating and make. I've only been going for like an hour and I've already started making like, you know, about 2 seconds worth of animation. So you can tell like it's very, with this kind of style, it's very quick to just go in and if you know what you're doing, you planned everything out, you can just go in and start animating. So I'm just kind of just twisting and pulling in different parts of the character. Everything's kind of at the same speed, so that's why I make a whole column. Each of these lines are different layers of different parts, so everything kind of moves at the same time. So that's why I'm making whole columns of everything, and that's okay. Yeah. Okay, it's like a show. Yeah. Wow. Well, if you're interested in Pokemon, I said at the beginning that they're having on Twitch the whole marathon of the original season, and I think they'll go through maybe the whole up to Sun and Moon. Definitely gonna do the original season, all of that. So that's going on right now. I think right now, today it ended. They only go for like a couple hours a day. You can check out the schedule for that. But that was kind of fun to watch with the Twitch chat, and you know how they would be reacting to like everything. So it's just kind of fun, like when you remember an episode and then they react at the same time, or people who know what's going to happen and don't. I think that's a really unique kind of experience to be a part of. And back then, I was also a cartoon guy too. I would watch a lot of, you know, all the regular, the 3 main stations, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Disney. And I always come home as a kid watching PBS, which I guess is actually a local station or something, or is it? A lot of people watch it, or I forgot how PBS works. But I would always come home and watch those cartoons and have fun. But then, like, always after it, they would have, like, Charlie Rose. So I'd be like, oh, well, this is boring adult stuff because it's not a cartoon, you know? So I'd be like, God, I don't want to watch anything that's not a cartoon. That's not as fun. Because I had to watch Charlie Rose. So that's kind of why I got into cartoons like that. Just in general, just because afterwards it wouldn't be cartoons on PBS. Trying to think of what my. But I think I watched like all the regular mainstream cartoons back then, so I can't really think like what did I watch more, what was my favorite. Just kind of, all just kind of blended together in the early '90s and a little bit of early 2000s too. It's not like I wouldn't watch this one or watch this more, you know. Ooh, satellite, yeah. Something good on freebie. We got something like that. I know we got like there's on like a Nickelodeon kind of spin-off kind of thing. That was like in the early, maybe like mid 2000s. I forgot what it was called. Like it was like had a lot of 90s and what would be modern shows, but they wouldn't be on Nickelodeon at the time. Like they would have original shows on there. So that was interesting. I watched a bunch of that and be like, wow, this has different kinds of shows or shows I missed in the 90s. Like it had like LT grade, like the X's and a couple other ones. And then like in the more lanes it'd be like Ubi and other preschool stuff. I think I'm one of the I don't know if it's like minority or something that I can like sit down and watch, you know, preschool stuff and then, you know, sit down and maybe watch a more mature kind of cartoon and still have the same kind of content, same enjoyment level, I should say. So, I mean, I watched MLP, you know, a bunch. So I guess that's not really an excuse there. But yeah, even now I can like sit down and watch preschool to adult and have the same fun watching them. What if I'm just watching either of them, you know? Oops. Do I want to create a keyframe and want to delete it? It's right next to each other. Yeah. Did you should show everything back there? Oh yeah, they did. They showed a bunch of 90. Well, even they had like Hanna-Barbera too. I think that's kind of what they started with a bunch of Flintstones and Jetsons and other Hanna-Barbera stuff at first, and then it became more unique. You know, original Cartoon Network shows. But those are fun too. I don't know. Besides to like think about them, they just all just kind of mesh together. It's not like I can really pick one out or not. Yeah. See, that was just for hosting old Hanna-Barbera and Warner Brothers. Yeah. And then they started making original. Yeah. I don't know why I remember that. I don't think I really watched it back then. I did watch a bunch of like, you know, original Nicktoon stuff. Like I watched Doug and Rugrats and had fun with that. Yeah. Never know. I'll rip off the note and then the dad's friend on the DVD. I should read that better. Okay, now I get it. Okay, sure. I think we're actually close on time. I know we got maybe, yeah, we still got like a long way to go. Maybe we should pick this up. Maybe next time. But I think for now we can maybe put our pens down, you know, and watch what we got, and then maybe eat some more general questions, and then wrap up. All right. I'm gonna be better than just hopefully won't ramble on too long, but whatever. We'll figure it out. Alright. Yeah, thanks guys for watching. Let's figure this is good or not. Yeah. So we were talking today and figuring all things about other stuff, and now we got that animation going. This was hand drawn and stuff, it'll probably only get like 1 second done or even less than that. But now you got like a full, full color, everything's on model, everything's at the right time pace, and everything's kind of glued down to timing, and you got like that much done, in an hour. So that's how Flash is much more complete. Really just a good work space to be in. The other ones are probably really good too, like Toon Boom has probably all those filters and whatnots, but I don't think you'll be able to like pick up, Toon Boom right now and, do this much, as much as in this with Flash. So yeah. Yeah, it was a good stream. Yeah, thanks. Good progress. Yes. Hey, you learned some stuff. Wow, cool. And he made a bit of progress on art, which probably won't touch again until next stream. Okay, cool. Yeah. We watched that. We did that. Okay. I know Star's not here to yell at me again, so I think that's all good. Next week we'll, I guess, finish this maybe, or get close to finishing it. Probably needs more, because we're gonna have them. Just gotta get into the bush, and then they're gonna talk about different pictures. So either we're gonna work on. It's mostly gonna be most of the stream is just picking out these, drawing these and stuff. Maybe picks out some other stuff or whatever. We can go as many as we want with those. It's not like it matters, because we can just flash them really quick, and there's no time limit to these. And then, yeah, that'll be a couple more shots there, and not as much animation. I just know that this, even though this one doesn't have as much animation, it doesn't seem like it is, but it's just a lot of different timings and stuff here. And we got the head turn, which is fun. Some people might have like a front angle here, or like start adjusting the head symbol inside to like move the eye and face, kind of distort it. Or you can just, just flip it and just kind of follow through with the motion, so it seems like it's a full rotation, but you really just cheated and used the same art. So yeah, the rest of it is just trying to pick out more timings and stuff. And I know it didn't do too much here, but it's just a little bop, and then she looks out and pushes it. So that's good. Yeah. There's gonna be sound effects and music. Did we do any sound effects and music for the other stuff? For the other ones that we did on streams that we kind of created ourselves? I don't think so. What the only we did was the NASA people that started with an audio. So that was kind of mandatory to have that. So yeah. And then the second one, yeah, the Evil Derpy didn't. So I'll have to figure out whether if I remix these into a compilation with the other ones as a video. I'll figure out if I want like a music to play through it, all through it, or just have sound effects and goofy stuff for everything, which is a real something, because I just honestly don't want to put too much effort into these, so like have these as high production things. So that's why I'm like, mostly just as an animation thing. It's not. I'm not exactly a music man, sound effectser, sound effect mixer kind of guy. So that's why I'm like, maybe not, because that's not exactly my strong suit there. So I'm able to like listen and say like, ooh, this one fits, or this one's too long, or this one's too quiet, and like try to fit them to make sure that they work. You can watch my other videos and see that I try to get music that relates as much as possible. Um, uh, a bunch of Foley artists. I actually did a bunch of Foley artists for stuff. Work. Foley artist music work for. No music. Ooh. Okay. Um, I did a lot of Foley work for my work on Derpy Labo. That's what I wanted to say. Man, that was hard. Yeah, yeah. I had like I talked about it that I had the actual Labo Nintendo Labo stuff, and I banged them together and recorded that as sound effects. So I do like that. Doing that was a lot of fun to do that kind of work. When I needed new sound effects, I like doing that. I guess I'm not a composer. I'm not good at. I'm definitely not good at writing music. I think that's more specific for that. So I'm able to pick out some sound effects and stuff, or I need to make some sound effects for this kind of stuff for videos. I just need more help or work with music. Have you ever done original music for your videos? Like actually composing new music? No. Mostly just I'm sure you can recognize a lot of them from like Animal Crossing and other Nintendo games as their music. Then just barely pitch shift them or wave bend them or something. So just get around copyright with that. And my other ones, like my music videos with like Weird Al and other stuff, usually same thing. Try to pitch shift it, but then Weird Al still gonna get the money. So as it didn't do it enough. So yeah, I haven't composed any new music for any of my videos in the whole time. I was thinking about it, but yeah, just like I can like hum a song that I don't think that'll work, and then try to find music that's existing that's kind of similar, or try to find ones try to go with either the instruments that I want or tone or theme. So yeah. Yeah, I was trying to look for a couple of musicians, maybe. I don't know. Again, I usually want this as a Yoshi Greenwater channel, so I don't really want help as much. It sounds bad, but maybe I might need some soon for my movie instead of just remixing a bunch of Nintendo songs again. So, you make music by putting magic on top of beach channel music. That sounds awesome. Do you have a video of that, or do you just do that in your spare time? Making music channel music out of toad sounds? Nice. Oh man. That was my phone. Yeah. I think we can wrap it up. It'll be all good. Before we get into our random talking in our toast void, you don't have any videos of because you really sounds bad. Oh, okay. I mean, is there really a quality, bar to any of these videos on YouTube or anywhere? It's no one got it. Unless you got a strong following or something, then you don't really have to worry about posting really bad quality stuff. Yeah, man. That's what I would say. Go ahead if you want to. Yeah. The only people who are going to see it are people who are going to click on it, so don't have to worry about repetition or anything. I suppose that's probably bad advice. Yeah. Okay. Whoa, that was a workout for me. Okay. I'm gonna find a button to go to, and there it is. Alright. See you guys next week when I work on this again, apparently. Yeah. Alright, see ya. Yeah, I probably won't say anything here. Alright, so see you next week.